Tampa Bay Lightning, your 2020-2021 Stanley Cup champions. Hello everyone, welcome back to On the Fly. Today we're going to take a look at our Game 5 review of the Stanley Cup Finals. Overall, this was a game that was absolutely dominated by the Lightning, and the Habs were lucky for the game to be this close, although they did have quite a few good opportunities at the end of the game. Enough with the foreplay, let's get into the game. Starting with the first period. Right off the hop, Tampa dominated. With chances after chances in Montreal's end, Tampa were not able to bury. This was let in right into the start of the second period. Whenever the Habs had a bad period over the course of the series, they typically bounced back, and tonight was nothing different. In the second period, the Habs were able to bounce back. They fought back against the Lightning and pushed them back into their own end. Unfortunately for them, the Lightning did strike first, with the help of Ross Colton's goal assisted by David Savard and Ryan McDonough. This was the first goal of the game and would be the only goal of the game, which really hurt the Habs' momentum, and because of this, Tampa was up 1-0 with the momentum in their own building. Unfortunately for the Habs, they could not bounce back, and this led into the third period. The third period was desperation time for the Habs. Unfortunately for them, they ran into another hot goaltender in Andrei Vasilevskiy. This is what I get for calling Price the better goalie. Oh well, Price still played good tonight, so be it. But for the Habs, they could not beat Vasilevskiy tonight, despite them having a whole bunch of shots in the third. And for this, the unfortunate part was the Tampa Bay Lightning were now 1-0 with 0-0-0-0 on the clock, which meant the Tampa Bay Lightning are your 2020-2021 Stanley Cup champions with a 1-0 victorious lead in Game 5 over the Montreal Canadiens. Congratulations to all my Tampa fans out there, as well as the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team, and because of this, Tampa Bay is your Stanley Cup champions. Now I'll go through my 9+0 thoughts on the series in general, as well as the game tonight, starting with number 9, which I believe belongs to number 91 on the Tampa Bay Lightning, Mr. Steven Stamkos, because, of course, if you remember to last year's Cup when they were in the bubble, Stamkos played one game, one shift in the Stanley Cup Final, so he really wasn't a big part of their Stanley Cup run. So this was a big moment for him, of course, being there, playing every game, and being a big contributor to his team, leadership, and all. This is why I believe Stamkos does deserve the number 9 spot in the series. Next up is number 8. Without a doubt, your Conn Smythe winner, Andrei Vasilevskiy, number 88. Without a doubt, he had one of the best series, 5 shutouts, plus you got your great one-goal games, a whole bunch of those. And throughout the playoffs, he was among probably the best goalies. Price, up until the final, gave him a real shot with it, but in the end, it was clear that Vasilevskiy was the better goalie this year, and because of this, he does deserve the number 8 spot. Next up is number 7 for number 79, Ross Colton, who gets the spot tonight for his game-clinching goal, who won the series for them, so with that, Ross Colton does deserve the number 7 spot. Next up is the number 6, which belongs to number 86, Nikita Kucherov, for his playoff performance. Of course, him coming off of the IR, a lot of controversy around it. He was able to cancel out the distractions and play through it. And with that, he put up an amazing stat line, 30-plus points, whole bunch of assists, whole bunch of goals. So that's why he does deserve the number 6 spot. Moving on to number 5 for Game 5. Pretty obvious here. Tampa wins in 5. Deserves the number 5 spot. Without a doubt, this is the story of the series. 5 games. There's your number 5. Moving on to number 4, for number 14, Patrick Maroon. He finally was able to go for his three-peat 3 years in a row, 2019 with the Blues and then 2020, 2021 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So congrats to him on a three-peat cup consecutively. That is an amazing feat, and he should be really proud of that. Next up is the number 3, which I believe belongs to number 3, the obvious pick, Carey Price. He's my first and only Habs mention of tonight, but he does deserve it. He got the Habs here, no question about that. Without Price, you throw any other goalie aside from Vasilevskiy in there, the Habs are not where they are right now. So I believe, despite his finals performance, which was kind of shaky up until the end part, Price does deserve a number 3 spot for getting the Montreal Canadiens to the Cup final, beating the Leafs, beating the Jets, beating the Knights, and then of course being defeated by the Lightning. But aside from that, Price deserves the number 3 spot. Moving on to number 2, which I believe belongs to number 27, Ryan McDonough. McDonough had a great series. He wasn't big on the stat line, but he was an amazing force, shutdown defenseman. Very few goals went in on him, and because of that, he does deserve number 2 spot. Moving on to the number 1 spot, which is for another story of the series, the $18 million over the cap hit. If you're friends with any Montreal Canadiens fans, you Tampa fans, you all know that that's all we're complaining about, and because of that, it's got to be on here. So $18 million over the cap hit, it's got to make a spot on this list, so that will be the number 1. And moving on to the number 0 spot, my wild card, which I think belongs to the obvious thing. The Tampa Bay Lightning are your 2021 Stanley Cup champions. Congratulations. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you liked it, drop a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing, tell all your friends about it, and be on the lookout for more off-season content throughout the rest of the year. Until next time, see ya.